Conflict resolution, the online classroom environment. In an online classroom environment, it is different than in a face-to-face classroom. Group work can take longer. It is unpredictable. People are anonymous. You have to rely on what is written. Messages can take on non-intended meanings. Avoiding online conflict. Student-to-student conflict can escalate quickly. Conflict is a natural part of life and can happen anywhere, including online. The causes for online conflicts are communication failure due to text only, personality clashes, value and goal differences. Responsibility issues can occur when working in groups. Cyberbullying does happen. You need to save screenshots to back up what is occurring. How to resolve conflicts online. Use descriptive language when discussing the issue. Set limits. Offer support. Give positive reinforcements and examples of positive communication. Use relationship reminders. Be specific when discussing conflicts. Diffuse the tension. Meet over the phone or face-to-face to resolve the conflict. Then be concise and precise online. Use reporting tools. Manage the online environment. Teacher-facilitated management techniques help students be tech-savvy to avoid online conflict. Create online procedures, norms, and rules. Have discussions with students about online behavior. Share examples with students of what works best and what doesn't work best online. Share best practices. Teachers can be a third-party mediator to help resolve conflict. Don't allow students to feel threatened online, creating an unsafe learning environment. Online etiquette. Respect others and their opinions. Tone down your language. Given the absence of face-to-face clues, written text can be easily misinterpreted. Avoid the use of strong or offensive language. Pick the right tone. Sarcasm is harder to detect when you read the words rather than hearing them. Keep a straight face. Avoid humor or sarcasm as they depend on voice or facial expressions. Consider others' privacy. Don't forward emails to a third party without permission. Avoid inappropriate material. Be forgiving. If someone states something that you find offensive, mention this directly to the instructor. Think before you hit the send button. Think carefully about the content of your message before contributing to it. Once sent to the group, there is no taking it back. Test for clarity. Brevity is best. Be as concise as possible when contributing to a discussion. Your points might be missed if hidden in a flood of text. Stick to the point. Don't waste others' time by going off on an irrelevant tangent. Read first, write later. Don't add your comments to a discussion before reading the comments of other students unless the assignment specifically asks you to do so. Doing so is ignoring your fellow students and is considered rude. Planning a safe online environment is important. Prepare students with procedures, norms, and rules. Be involved in online monitoring students' behavior. When conflicts occur, make it benefit the discussion.
One thing you as an instructor can do to minimize conflict in a virtual setting is to follow best practices for delivering your class. When preparing for your virtual classroom session, there are 3 basic areas to consider. 1. Qualify your audience. 2. Deliver great content. And 3. Rehearse before you deliver your class. One of the best things to do before you deliver your class is to review pre-test scores of your students or any other assignment that was completed before the session. This will help you know where your students are standing and the actions you can take. When delivering your class, make sure your students have access to the agenda you have prepared for the class and make a checklist of things you have to complete during that class. Remember, it is not just the agenda but also the checklist of things you have to complete for each item on the agenda. Always rehearse before delivering your class. Ask other people to run through your presentation, record the rehearsal, and later review it. This will help you find areas of improvement. Also have your audience give you honest feedback. Two key things you need to remember is that success in virtual classes depends on two ingredients. The first one is developing your online teaching style, and the second one is practice, and more practice. Projecting a personal style is a must when delivering a virtual class. Things that can help you on this are tell brief anecdotal stories, practice until you become comfortable with the material, and become comfortable using the web camera. Try at all times to keep your students engaged. You could use the breakout rooms and ask for your students' opinions and insight very frequently. Always stay aware of your students, keep an eye on the room, and use a co-instructor if necessary. And place the complicated questions in your parking lot area to be answered later. Try keeping your class fun at all times and engaging. Investing in multimedia and games are particularly helpful and to maximize the learning experience.